I'm back with the Flexi Rod set. Keep watching to see how I got these curls. Hey ladies, it's Flexi Rod Friday, and I'm styling on dry, stretched, natural 3C fine hair. That's a mouthful. Flexi Rods, I just love them. They're so easy to use, and they give some of the most beautiful curls, which is why I love them. I just love using them so much. I'm using one product today for this Flexi Rod set. I'm using Alakay Naturals Lemongrass Styling Mousse. Just that, nothing else. I skipped using a leave-in this time just because, no particular reason. I think I wanted to see how the shine would be, how my hair would feel with using just one product. I absolutely love this Alakay Naturals Lemongrass Styling Mousse, so out of all of the mousses and foams that I have, it's at the top of my list, and I just wanted to give it a try. Now, when you're doing Flexi Rods or any type of roller sets, I recommend that you section your hair, even more so if you have a little bit of length to your hair, because it just kind of gets all over the place and you want to keep some order in your head. And remember, when you're sectioning, you're creating curls. Your intent is to create curls, so your sections don't have to be parted off neatly or perfect at all, because the curls that you create will cover up those parts. Alright, so I started my first Flexi Rod set, and I decided I wanted to use end papers. Now, for those of you who are younger, a lot younger than me, you may not be familiar with end papers or end wraps. Give this video a thumbs up if you've used end wraps before, and tell me your experience with them. I'll tell you that, growing up with my mother and my two older sisters and going to the beauty parlor, end wraps were definitely a thing. It's what the beauticians used, and my older sister had some. We just always kind of had end wraps in the house. There was a lot of hair going on in the house, so we always had some. But the purpose of end wraps, couple of uses or reasons why end wraps are important. They help protect your ends from damage and also help distribute the product. And then another thing, what I found, they keep the hair straight and smooth around the rollers or Flexi Rods in this case. So they're just very beneficial for me. And I am way overdue for a trim, and I wanted my ends just to look as smooth and sleek as possible in this Flexi Rod set. Also, if you have fine hair like I do, you gotta baby those ends, y'all, just to keep them nice and healthy, because they are fragile. And these end wraps are very inexpensive. I don't remember how much I paid for this box, but I believe there are, I think it might be 1,000 end wraps in there, and you get like 1,000 of them for like just a couple of dollars. So even if you buy some, if you've never used them before and you buy some and figure out, not for me, give them to a friend, or save them in case you change your mind, or you can toss them. They definitely won't break the bank. Now let's talk about installing Flexi Rods. For me, installation is very easy. When I first started using them, I did have to kind of find my way, and because they're different, they're big, they're long, and if you've never used them, you gotta find your groove. So I found my groove, and I've been hooked ever since then. But grab your section of hair. Again, I have fine hair, so I don't have to make as small of sections as someone with thicker, coarser hair may need to use. I don't have that many sections, and again, because my hair is fine and because it's just my choice, I make bigger sections because I want bigger curls, bigger waves. So do what works for you, and I'm doing what works for me. But I really like the way, I like the size that I choose to make my sections in. So Installation is easy. Grab your hair, make sure it's detangled and smooth. Add the styler of your choice, in this case, my Mousse. And get your end wrap if you choose to use one, and then start rolling. Let me give you a couple of tips. Be careful around your edges. You want to make sure you don't put tension on your hairline, especially if you're doing a dry set overnight and plan to sleep in these flexi rods. No ma'am, no sir, no bueno. It will not be comfortable, and you don't want to pull your edges out. If you do find that your flexi rods are feeling a little uncomfortable around your hairline, no biggie. You will have to take them out and re-roll them. And like I said, it'll hurt too. For me, it kind of hurts if my flexi rod is
I ended up
too,
sleeping with my rollers.
it's pulled too tight near my edges. That part of my skin hurts
flexi rods
on my
like I thought I
edge.
would.
So that's that.
It wasn't the most comfortable.
And as you'll see coming up shortly, no matter how good I try to separate my hair, clip it up and section it off,
comfortable little positions
there's
to lay in.
always one little piece
Okay, it's definitely dry now though.
You'll see it coming up shortly. And you know, I was like, I didn't feel like taking the whole flexi rod down and redoing it, so I just put an
my hair feels
perm
good
rod on that little piece.
And you know what, y'all? I rolled my hair in different directions in some places. And I like to do that because I feel like it just gives more texture and bounce. And it just makes it look kind of interesting. No rhyme or reason which ones. Just very random. I still haven't mastered the art of getting these roots straight. I'm gonna keep trying till I get it. And I know with the flexi rods, I was really able to secure them really good, and I just thought my roots would be smoother. Oh well, it's okay. It's done now. It is what it is. Just separating my curls. My hair is so soft with a little bit of hold from the Lemongrass Mousse. I have a dry patch right here. This is some of my Moroccan oil treatment that I'm putting on. Hope that helps. And actually I'm gonna put it all around my scalp too, because my scalp is just really dry. Yes, y'all. Look at this flexi rod set. I'm happy about it. The ones over here hang down a little lower. I guess I didn't secure them as tight. Actually, I remember I told you I had to sleep in these, right? Or I was planning to sleep in these. So I might have loosened these over here just a little bit because I'm a side sleeper and I had to be comfortable. But anyway, here is my flexi rod set. My hair is really soft. I have just a hint of a wee hold. And I used a leave-in conditioner and a mousse as my styler, Alakay Naturals. So just use your favorite leave-in and your favorite mousse. You don't have to use what I use specifically. Some people use a curl cream. Some people just use mousse. So there are so many endless options out there for you to do your flexi rod set. But yeah, here we go. And I used 18 flexi rods and all I had was 18 flexi rods. So I might need to get a few more so I won't run out in case one of these gets damaged or something. But yeah, here we go. It's not my best Flexi rod set because, you know, it looks kind of uneven and all of that. But it's okay. It looks good for the most part. I like it. I'll wear it for a few days. And let me just tell you, the way that I preserve my Flexi rod set is the same way that I do my twist outs. Pull it all up into what we call a pineapple in the natural hair community. I use a satin or a silk scrunchie, not the rubber band kind, or not a rubber band, and something that has a little protection on the outside of it so it can help not break my hair off is what I'm saying. So get a silk or satin scrunchie. That's what I do. Just pull it all up. I don't make it too tight because I don't want to pull my hair. I don't need to pull it. I don't need to stretch it. But just put it all up there, put the scrunchie on, put my bonnet on, and go to bed. Wake up in the morning and just take it down and shake it and just situate it the way that you want to situate it. But if you have not tried Flexi rods, girlfriend, just try them. Get a small pack. They are relatively inexpensive. I think for a pack of the ones I got, I probably got, I don't know, 8 in the pack, and they were maybe, I don't know, $3.99. I may be off a little bit because mine are several years old, but they're relatively inexpensive, and you can afford a pack or two and get your styling products to put on there and do your magic. Look at that shine. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Oh, and it smells good. Anyway, until next time, friends, keep it naturally corporate.